So I actually did want to tell you guys my D&D notes for last session. It's one note, and it just says Corwin fucking died. Sad face. That's all I had time for last week.
The highlights.
Oh, damn.
Fucking highlight. That's literally. And I'm not even gonna bother making a new page. I just put under that D&D notes 812. Like.
Shit. All right. Okay. So, this is D&D, and last session, the fabled Corwin Attleberry was felled in battle by an opposing group called the Diamond Runners. You never quite found out why they were so aggressive, but one thing was made clear. That the bandit captain wanted Corwin Attleberry dead for killing his romantic love interest. After he watched his people get sucked into this tentacle-grown, mystical abyss of energy that swept them into the ground and devoured them forever. The last thing the bandit captain heard from his love was, "I love you," before she was crumpled away into nothingness. So, with fueled rage, he targeted Corwin specifically, mowing down anyone who got in his way, as Demonia saw. And eventually, he succeeded in his mission, and he slayed Corwin. Corwin is now dead. You guys are in shambles. You're wounded. O'Flanagan is also MIA. No clue to where he is. You were given a task to figure out who has been robbing these crates of alcohol being sent to the Knight's Ventures a couple of towns over. You have now found the culprits, and you killed them all. During last episode, you also made an encounter with somebody who robbed Arbweave's dad. Or 2 sessions ago, I should say. And in that moment, he got away. He exercised his power against Corwin by catching one of his famous sending stones and flinging it back at him and getting away. He was not a part of that group that you guys are fighting, and you have not seen that figure since. The knight that spoke with Corwin and gave him the letter to come to this town is now gone from the real plane of existence and from your memories. The wife of the tavern keep, Mr. Weber, she's now also gone from this plane and gone from your memories. O'Flanagan still exists within your minds and possibly on this plane, but you just don't know where he is. You're not sure where he could be. You could investigate it, but there is a lot of matters on your hands now. And with that, we go back in to the moment where Corwin Attleberry was felled. Mortholomew is crying into Orbweave's chest, and Orbweave is trying to console Mortholomew. Corwin lays with a plunged sword wound through his chest and blood spilling from him. He's very clearly no longer with us, as he just let go of his last breath. Demonia and Orbweave. Orbweave, you had slain the bandit captain. Quite literally jumped on his back and stabbed him through and killed him, and then went and consoled Mort. Demonia, you went to the bandit captain's body and started just kicking the crap out of him. No mercy. Demonia, when you're kicking this bandit captain's head and you're seeing he's very dead, and you hear the cracks of his bones, you hear the as you're kicking his head in, what's going through your mind? What are your thoughts? Everything that just happened to you up to this point, every move you've made, every advancement in this quest, what are you thinking about?
Demonia feels like she's failed them as a group because Corwin died. So she's just letting all of this anger and resentment almost towards herself just out onto this bandit that killed him, just fucking railing into him.
Now, are you just kicking him, or are you quite literally stomping his head in?
I think I'm just like kicking at him, like just out of like just frustration and anger, just like yelling and kicking. Yeah, I don't think I'm like bashing his head in, but
okay. So you feel like you failed your team. Corwin Attleberry is dead.
yeah.
You guys have known each other for about 5 weeks now. I know we've been playing for much longer than that, but in that small amount of time, you guys created friendships with one another. You all have your own goals and your own aspirations and reasons for why you're continuing on this road, but Corwin Attleberry did make an impact on each of you, and now he's gone forever. He lays on the ground, Orbweeb. You're kneeling next to him. Bartholomew is crying uncontrollably. He is unable to be reasoned with as he is just crying into your chest, and he's doing this thing where he balls his fist and he just keeps hitting your shoulder. Almost like he doesn't mean to hurt you, but he's like fighting the fact that Corwin is dead.
Upset. First stage of grief and all, I understand.
Been there.
How do you feel?
Orbweeb is questioning everything.
Yeah?
But I think what she's questioning the most now is more so just pondering on how fragile life is, you know? She's got to work on being more careful and watching out for her teammates, and she feels a big sense of failure, but not quite ready to give up. Almost like she has to make up for this.
Now she has something to prove.
Now she has something to prove.
I like that. Orbweeb, as you're making that realization in Des Moines, you're kicking in the guard, you can hear what sounds like the clattering of plate mail, plate armor. You hear the sounds of men running, and you hear them coming around the corner, and this fight was only about a minute. It was a very quick bout. Chaos ensued rapidly. Guards caught wind of what happened, and they're peering around the corner, and you see there's 5 of them in a group, and alongside a commoner who's pointing over to you guys. And she says, "I saw the fight over here! This is what happened!" And the guards approach, and you see they're brandishing their long swords, and they pull them from their sheaths, and they lower their swords in your guys' general direction. Mort chooses not to look, allowing Orbweeb to damn. Tekil just subscribed for 11 months in a row. Wow.
Hey.
Woo,
Thanks,
thank
man.
you. Thank you, my lady. Howdy, howdy.
Thank you. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. They're lowering their swords to you, and you see one comes forward, and you see they're all decked out in heavy plate armor, but this one in particular is not wearing a helmet, while the ones behind him are. You see his hair is short, black, slicked back, almost like he has some kind of oil greasing his hair back to keep it out of his face. You can tell it's long enough that it could drape in front of his eyes, but with this oil it doesn't. He has a stubbly beard and kind of a longer, more brutish nose, and you can tell it's a human male, probably in his 30s. He has a somewhat demanding posture to him as he's kind of busting out his chest a little bit, looking upon you, both of you and Mort, and he says, "You 3. This is a formality, but there has been a murder that's very obviously taken place here, and we have witnesses saying you were involved. Please allow us to accompany you to our cells, where we can continue an investigation and find you when needed."
I'm gonna yell out and say, "We were sent on a mission from the governor to find these men and stop them, and they murdered our friend."
I do not care. I will investigate that, and I can bring you to your cells. I'm not saying you are going to be remaining there or even under arrest, but we do have to keep you in a location where we can find you if you are deemed guilty.
Monya's just gonna ball her fists up and walk over to Corwin's body and say, "You need to take him with us so we can bury him."
We will handle the remains as this is an official crime scene.
We have
You
to know
see
what
he-
happens to him.
What happens to the body left here from this crime will be in an official report that will be discussed with the mayor and left at his ledger. He waves his hand out towards the main street, and he says, "Please follow us. We will take you to the cells."
I'm gonna look over to Orbweeb. And
The
kind of
the mayor is on our side. I think we should just listen to them.
I'm gonna just keep balling my fists and letting them go and balling my fists and just start to walk down the street, just defeated.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Try
kind of
not to-
pick Mort up and explain to little Mort. I'm gonna bend down, kind of get at his level. I'm gonna let him know, hey buddy.
He's refusing to make eye contact and keeps his head into your chest.
That
That's
is
fair.
so fair.
It's very reasonable.
We're gonna have to go follow these guys for a little bit, and we're probably gonna get locked in a cell for a little while. But the mayor is on our side, and you have to come with us, and you have to comply. And don't worry, I will be with you the whole time, and so will Demonia. But we have to go now.
Are you holding Mort?
Well, I was gonna like bend down to his level and like, kind of have him in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you bend down to his level, you can have him in front of you, and he's trying to put your head into your chest. I will allow you to give me a quick strength saving throw, as Mort's about to do something kind of hasty.
God damn it.
As Mort's about to
Mort's gonna
take
fucking
action.
block the shit out of Orbweeb.
Fucking kids.
He's gonna
God
run.
damn it, I got a 4, man. My
So,
strength ain't fucking shit. I'm
you
the size
feel-
of Mort.
You feel Mort's shoulders buck, and he pulls away from you, screaming, "No!" And he turns and he runs to Corwin's body as fast as he can. And you quickly hear the shuffling of plate mail as he's going towards Corwin's body. Or if you look and you see 3 of the guards are quickly making way for Mort to pull him away from the crime scene. Mort dives for Corwin's body, and he wraps his arms around Corwin's neck and pulls his head up and like takes Corwin's head into his chest. And he's just yelling, "Please wake up! Wake up!" As he's screaming at the top of his lungs. The guards quickly approach. I'm gonna actually have one roll.
I thought we were already standing next to Corwin's body.
You were next to Corwin's body, but it's more like you're still a couple of feet away from him when they approach.
Okay.
Just a second. Do I need to pull up a character? Alright, fine. Okay, he got a 17 with his stab bonus. He grabs Mort, and you see the guard quickly grabs Mort by the shoulders and pulls him away, and 3 of them grab onto his arms. He's trying to like rip away from their arms, and you can see they're just like slowly dragging him away from the scene. And
Can I stop this?
you want to do something?
Yeah,
Yes.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna yell to the guards to stop. Like, hey, stop! Stop! Please, don't take him. I'll deal with him. I promise he'll come with us. Just, he's a kid. Like, have some grace here, please. He was not supposed to be caught in the middle of all this. Innocent till proven guilty, right? Come on.
You see
Can I
one of
roll,
the
like, a
guards in
persuasion here?
particular. If you want to roll persuasion, you can, but I was just going to give it to you. The guard
I'll take
is pulling Mort towards him, and he looks at you, and with his helmet on, you can't see his face. He takes Mort, and he just kind of shoves him towards you, and Mort trips and falls down to your feet. And he says,
Oh my god.
"Handle the boy. We won't tell you again."
God damn.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna pick him up. You okay, buddy?
This point, Mort is just like has his hands in his face, and he is like shutting down.
Can I walk back to where Orbweeb is? Because I just started to walk away when all of this happened.
Demonia, you actually, as you're making your way to Orweeb and you turn around, one of the guards brandishes a sword in front of you, blocking your path, and they just shake their head towards you.
I'm gonna throw my arms up in the air and keep walking then and be like, oh, fuck.
Alright. Orweeb. Mort's at your feet. You see 2 guards walk up, their swords at their hips, drawn. They say, "Stand up, follow us to the cells."
I'm gonna lean down to Mort and say, can you walk, buddy?
Mort gives like a weak as he just nods his head.
Alright. I'm gonna kind of help him get his feet and kind of guide him in the direction of the way the guards want us to
Okay.
walk.
They start marching you guys out of this alleyway. to the main street, and you guys kind of make continuous glances over at Corwin's body. One of the guards stay behind, and they kneel, and he kneels at Corwin's body and kind of examines it. He's looking at it, and then you guys turn the corner, and you don't see him anymore. You get brought to the cells.
Silently cry to herself.
Hmm?
Or Weeba silently crying to herself.
Okay. You get to the cells.
Effect.
You get to the cells. You can see it's a very bland-looking building. It's made of cobblestone, darkened, and they take you through the doorways, and you see there's a man at this counter. He's leaned over, little hunchback, little old and tired. He's actually a half-elf, surprisingly, in this gnome village. And you see he looks up. He has like this curly mustache and goatee, and probably in his 40s, 50s. Looks to you with the guards, kind of just like nods his head towards this steel doorway. You guys will get walked through it, and you get opened up into this corridor of just cells lining up down this building. The bars are rusty, but very intact. You see a couple of different gnomes. You see some cells look very dirty and abandoned. Some are actually kind of picked up. Seems like the cleaning isn't very well kept, as some cells seem to be prioritized over others for various reasons. You can both give me a perception check as you get walked to your cells.
That was
Modified
almost
20.
a 4. 22.
22. You both are walking down to your cells, the guards firmly behind you, and you both glance and see a strange gnomish woman, probably in her 40s, leaned up inside of a cell against a wall. She just has her eyes closed and her hands at her hips, sitting, and just pays no mind to you. But she kind of sticks out to you as you walk past her, as she doesn't really strike you as a criminal. You get walked to your cells. Demonia, you're first. The first cell they bring you up to is empty. They creak open the door for you, and he motions for you to step inside.
I'll step inside and just sit down on the ground.
All right. You step inside and you sit on the ground. You see some hay and straw beneath you. You see some like old like turkey bones from like turkey wings and rotisserie, that kind of thing. And you sit down. He closes the gate. And you hear clink as he locks the gate shut. And you're by yourself in this cell.
I think I'm just gonna lay down in the straw. I have like 2 hit points. I'm fucking
You're tired.
just defeated and horribly depressed.
Yeah. You get walked to your cell, and they open the door, and Mort is still clinging to you. And you wait for him to like motion you inside, but he puts out his hand, and he says, "Without the child." Mort's still clinging to you.
Don't let the kid be by himself, man.
He has to be in his own cell.
And why is that?
Because he is a suspect. We don't need collaborative efforts of escape.
Can I yell from my cell? Because it's very close.
Sure.
Just from laying on the ground. Be like, just let her have the kid. Look how old he's like. I don't know how old he is. We picked him up. He's like young. He's not gonna do anything. Jesus.
Give me persuasion.
All right, +4. Can I give you performance? No, all right.
Persuasion.
I have a +9 on performance. So, 23.
You see, he looks and he's like, I understand that an ally of yours did die.
That guy was like his father. Please.
It is against protocol, but this one time he looks to one of his guards, and he kind of just like shakes his head towards him, and he opens the gate fully, and one of the guards just presses his hand against your back, and he lightly pushes you into the cell with Mort.
Thank God.
From my cell, I'm just gonna shake my fist.
You get walked into your cell, and they close the gate behind you. Mort is kind of just like clinging to you. You can tell he's starting to fall asleep because he's so exhausted and beaten, battered.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna lay my ass down for sure.
As you walk into your cell, yours actually seems to have a bed. There's hay on the ground, just like Demonia's, but there is actually a bed there, unlike Demonia's cell.
You get a bed?
You see in the corner, there's a bucket, and the bucket just has a putrid smell coming from it that just fills your nose and just urges the feeling of vomit coming from deep within.
Nah, Orbweeb's used that shit. She's shit in the woods for fucking
Give me
20
a
goddamn
Constitution
years.
check. I'll give you advantage too with your background.
Thanks.
I respect that.
22 for the first one. And 21 for the second one.
All right. The smell quickly fades as your nose kind of readjusts to it. You're very accustomed to this. You sit down, and Mort's already passing out. You can hear a heavy breath coming from him.
Is he on the bed?
He's just still hanging on to you wherever you're
Okay.
going.
I'm gonna try to get us onto the bed.
Okay,
Or at least get him onto the bed.
You walk over to the bed, and looking upon the bed, you can see some rips in the mattress, and within the mattress is hay. It's not a very nice mattress, but to you this seems pretty nice because you're used to sleeping on the ground in bushes and name it.
Yeah.
But looking
gonna
upon
let-
it might
Sorry.
induce memories of being with your full party and being in your nice bedrolls and the stories you guys tell each other and being with each other without the pressure of what's happening right now.
Oh.
That might flood your mind as you look upon this bed. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna sigh loudly and kind of try to lay Mort down onto the bed.
You kind of grab onto Mort and you go to lay him down. At this point, there's no resistance, and he just allows you to lay him out onto the bed, and he starts to pass asleep.
All right. Is the bed big enough for both of us? I mean, we're both pretty small.
I would say it's definitely a single, but you both can fit on it.
I'll
You're both
just
tiny.
kind of cozy myself on the edge and just kind of I want to face the door of the cell,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to go to sleep.
As you lay on this bed, Orbweeb, and you see Mort falling asleep, before you drift to slumber, you see what looks like little snowflake ice kind of like bellowing from Mort's nostrils. You're not really sure why, but it does strike you as interesting. You can hear what sounds like a slight hum coming from him, almost like an energy. It sounds like a you're not really sure where that's coming from either, but he's very asleep as he's just letting out loud sighs and all sorts of sleeping noises. You fall asleep. Demonia.
Fantastic.
Did they take my loot away, or do I still have it?
You're all stripped. As you walk through, they took off your equipment. They put it in chests nearby.
I'm gonna lean out to the guards, like still laying on the ground, and be like, "Can I have my loot?"
As you're laying on the ground and these 5 guards are making their exit, you can see towards the door. Your cell's probably 3 cells down from this door that leads into this corridor. There is one sitting on this wooden stool, has his arms crossed, he's kind of leaned back. He looks up to you. You see it's a gnome, a little big gut, a little heavier set guy. He has long red hair, kind of going down to his shoulders. Male, 25, 26 years old. He opens his eyes to you and he goes, "No!" And then closes his eyes again and continues slumbering.
I'm just gonna like bang my hand on the cell door and just lay back down
All right,
and try to go to sleep.
You bang your hand on the cell door and you see he like opens one eye to see if you're gonna keep doing more things, and then as he sees you go to lay back down, he closes his eye again and lays back.
All right.
You're really good at being in prison.
I've done this before.
I've done this before.
Cages, got it.
Got it. On lock. I know how to do this. Live this life.
Orbweeb.
He's
You
sleeping.
were in a prison
Again
cell.
next time.
You were in a prison cell, but suddenly your eyes snap open, and you're in this desert, bustling wind blowing past you.
What am I doing there?
You seem to be all alone. What do you want to do?
Look around. Do I see
Okay.
anything?
Give me investigation.
Okay.
As the Red Hot Chili Peppers said, look around. Look around.
Oh, I think I pressed the wrong thing. I did.
To intimidate the ground.
What are you doing here?
you. What am I
17.
17.
I hate that all the rolls show.
Orbweeb, you look around. In the distance, you can see what looks like towns, but for some reason, the area you're in just seems to be a desert scape. You hear a voice kind of ring, chiming through the skies, and calmly but surely, you hear a voice, and it just goes, "Wake, my child." And this voice echoes in your mind, not painfully, but gracefully. You look around, you don't see anyone, but the voice is coming from something, and it sounds very familiar. Upon further investigation, you do realize it is the voice of Maliki.
Oh. Oh, Maliki. Where are you?
I cannot disclose that to you now, but dear Orbweeb, I come with a warning. And you see the skies above you kind of shine, and up comes bellowing this mystical, silvery form of a beautiful woman. And she bellows down towards you. And you can't quite see any detailed physical features, as looking directly upon her almost feels blinding. And you can definitely tell this is the aura of a deity. You can tell it's a manifestation and not the physical body. But it descends upon you, hovering about 10 feet above you. You're laying in the dirt, or in the sand, I should say. Not quite fully standing yet, but you're leaned up when you're looking around. And she's hovering above you. And this, like, white gown flows over her, past her feet. You can't even see where her legs end. You can't quite see her face, as her face seems to be just like this glowing white, blinding essence. No details can be made, but you can tell there's some kind of long, white, flowing hair, and the hair itself, the strands seem to just kind of flow on their own, not directed by wind or gravity, just with their own gravity, almost. Looking upon you, she says, "Are you okay?"
Oh, I feel like I am far from okay.
I've kept my eyes on you for some time. I've
I
seen the struggles you've
appreciate your
faced.
guidance.
My child,
There's
I've come with warning. Warning of a grave future. The forests and the lands are doomed. We are in battle, me and the other deities, defending another plane. But my child, soon this war will become your own. And I know you've faced so much and you've lost so much, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a good reason. She waits for you to respond.
what should I do to prepare?
I need you to just stay strong. And I know that's asking a lot. And I know right now you might feel defeated. But what's to come is gonna be so much worse. When we're losing this war, and the enemy is powerful. But I need you to stay focused. She holds out her hand. This glowing gold orb forms in her palm, and it falls away from her palm and falls down towards you and towards your feet. The orb lands on the ground, and you kind of hear like a as the gold orb just kind of dissipates, and you see a creature there. You see it's a larger roach, but the roach itself, it seems to have a silver body with golden wings, and it makes clicks and all sorts of bug noises you're familiar with. It kind of runs in a circle, then sees you, and immediately runs to your leg and starts climbing your leg. And you hear Maliki speak. She's like, "This is not going to be pleasant, my child, but if you have faith, I need you to trust me.
I'm gonna say, I have faith. I will always have faith in you.
The roach climbs your shoulder, climbs your neck, and you see it goes to your mouth, and it's trying to dig its way between your lips into your mouth. Do you open your mouth?
I open my mouth.
You open your mouth, and the roach crawls inside, slithers across your tongue, and you feel it climb down your throat.
I'm gonna try to stay as calm as possible.
Give me a Constitution check.
Okay,
I am
that's fair.
maintaining my composure.
With a nat 20.
All right. Yeah, it slithers
Okay.
down, and you kind of feel like a swallowing sensation, but with the absence of like it actually going into your stomach. You're not really sure where it goes, but you feel a swallowing
Okay.
sensation.
All right.
Fuck did it
she's
go?
Maliki speaks again. She goes, I know what afflicts you now that you haven't mentioned to your allies. It's important that you manifest this power. I know it might be scary. You're not sure what to do. Many of us would consider it an abomination of nature. But soon, you will need it. It's important to discover it, to harness it. Because there will come a time where this land will be in trouble. And you see she waves her hand, and there's this green shimmer. The entire landscape changes before you and transmorphs. And you see what looks like the entirety of a rune soul in chaos. There's plunging damage everywhere, flames everywhere, screaming and crying. You look around and you can tell it's war times. And she says, "This is the end of the world. Faults of our own." You see she's looking in the distance, examining the landscape, turning her attention away from you. A rune soul is doomed because of our own selves. A man craves godlyhood. He pursues us relentlessly. On his quest to godlyhood, he kills us. We try to fight back, but his power is too strong. And in this conquest will cause the end. Grow strong, create allies, and I will be in contact when it's time to summon you. Your story won't be a happy one, but it's a necessary one. She waves her hand, and the whole world just falls away from you, and you get suspended in this black abyss. You're held there all alone. You can't see anything except your own body, which seems to be illuminating on its own strangely. You're not really sure why. And then black. You both have long rested. It is
Alright.
the morning. And I'm going
Like
to
in
get...
Demonia took a long nap.
Yeah. Let me get Mort's sheet all long rested.
Oh, my spells, they're back.
I know.
My hit
hell.
points. I have points. Oh, this is
For
a fun
real.
session for Preston here.
Yep,
Keep it up.
Everybody's having a
Keep
great
up your good
fucking
work.
that's what he gets for dying.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Kidding.
Ouch.
Whoa.
man.
You're welcome, everybody.
The sacrifice.
You guys are still slumbering. You can hear what sounds like roosters cawing. Demonia, your eyes kind of gently open, and you can feel an instinctive groans rise from you as it's another day. Another damn day. What are you doing?
I'm gonna get up and look around and see if I see any guards in the
Give
jail.
me your passive perception already showed you the guards sitting by the door 3 cells down guarding the
I'm gonna see
entrance.
if he was still there.
Yeah, he is still there, but you can't investigate to see what he's doing.
Morning crossword.
26. He's doing the Wordle.
A 26. Okay. You see, He's talking to a guard, and it's the same man from yesterday, with the slicked back hair. You see, a conversation is being exchanged, but they're whispering. Do you have any means of being able to hear the whispering? Any spells or?
Let me. I don't know if I do, but I have a mage hand. I wish I had a mage ear. Pop it over there. That'd be a better spell.
You can give me a perception check, but the DC is rather high.
I'll go for it. I don't really have anything else to.
Gotta beat a 17.
I got a 12, and it was almost a nat 20.
You are trying your best to hear what they're saying, but you get a couple of words. It sounds like suspects and crime and body.
Yeah.
That's all you get.
I'm gonna.
Orbweeb, real quick. Orbweeb, you wake up. You kind of just shoot awake. You're leaned up. Mart's still asleep. And you look at your own hand, and you see this white luminescence glowing from your hand before it subsides and disappears.
Look at that.
What do you want to do?
Can I see the guards out there from my cell?
You cannot see the guard, no. Your cell in particular was 2 cells away from Demoinius.
Alrighty.
You have none of your equipment on you. Besides your garbs. You're covered, but
Carbs.
You're not naked.
you're not naked.
Not naked.
Not like
That's
the
good.
NPCs in Baldur's Gate who fucking strip down every
Oh
time
my
we long
God.
rest. They literally, like,
Yup.
it's like they'll be camping, and they'll be, like, in their underwear, like, when they go to bed. It's like, that's
Yo.
so
You're like,
much, man.
yup.
Where's the
Gale,
pajamas
just
at? Where's
First day, just boom,
Where's
Yeah.
your robe?
penis.
fucking, what was it, Gale, like, wears, like,
Yeah,
short
Gale.
briefs? Like,
Yeah, like short purple brief with like an outline, like a
Yeah.
show the banana in there.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, Preston's Dragonborn, our duo campaign, wears a thong when he goes to bed now for some reason.
yep.
He
I'm
was
wearing my
wearing,
pants,
like,
man.
pajama pants, but now he just wears a thong.
He got more comfortable.
Yeah, I'm
He
cool
said,
with
"I'm just gonna
everybody
straight
now.
up roll, guys."
Or we.
I'm gonna just kind of holler out there. Hey, are there any guards out there? Good morning.
Good morning.
You see a voice kind of chimes out. It's like, just a minute, we'll get to you. Breakfast is coming.
I'm gonna
You're not
yell to
familiar with
Orwave
the
and say,
voice.
"Good morning."
Oh, good morning says good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
The unfamiliar voice says that. You're not quite sure where it's coming from.
Okay. I say, okay, I just have a question whenever you have a minute, I guess.
We'll get to you. He has an uncaring tone.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the bed and, is Mort awake?
Mort's asleep.
Mort is asleep. I'm gonna let him sleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
Okay. Elsewhere. Hooves are trotting. You've been on the tail for a long time now. You got to this town, Baden's Rock. You've heard stories. You've heard cases of missing people from there, but you also know it's a tourist town. You're very familiar in tourist towns. It's not uncommon for crime to be high. It does drive attraction of good and not so good. Your horse and you enter, and you go to tie it up at a nearby stable, free of charge, to just a nearby tie-in. You hop off. You are here.
You are here.
Skylar. Last name?
Valentor.
Valentor. Skylar Valentor.
Edgy, I like it.
Badass.
Standing rather tall, with parted black long hair, a vest that complements his pecs, blue garbs, a very stoic looking man. Preston, would you like to describe any more of yourself?
Yeah, he's roughly standing about 6'3", about almost 180 pounds. Well-defined chest, angular features. Got a little bit of age lines going on, a couple crow's feet. But he does also have a scar on the right. Yeah, the right side of his chin along his very well trimmed beard. His eyes are a ice blue.
Okay. You're now here at Baden's Rock, pursuing your mission. What is your first move?
He'd probably go to the nearby tavern. Then start
Nearby
asking
tavern?
questions. Yep.
Okay. You head to a nearby tavern, and you see there's a sign on the front door, flipped, reading closed across it. You see shattered windows. There's obviously been some kind of assault here. And you know this tavern in particular is the Ever Clever Tavern belonging to a Mr. Weber. You've done your
Oh, this one's
reconnaissance.
closed.
Yeah, you've done your reconnaissance on this town. You know some people who reside here. You know Mr. Weber and Mrs. Weber run this tavern.
All right. Are there, with my passive perception of 15, do I see any people walking by? Any gnomes or
There's
any
plenty
other
of people walking the main streets, mostly gnomes. Every now and again, you see your tourists. They instantly stand out because they stand taller than everybody else. You don't see any dragonborn. You don't see any elves, drow, any of the exotic tiefling. You don't see that. But you see a lot of humans, half elves, halflings, and no Aarakocra either.
Any guards standing out?
Guards roaming every now and again. You see they're doing their traditional routes.
I would, Skylar would go over to one of the guards that's in the middle of his just kind of walkabouts and try and flag him down.
Okay. You approach a nearby guard. This one's not only wearing a half plate, no helmet. It is a younger looking gentleman, probably about 23 years old. Gnome. He has blonde, curly, short hair. Looks over to you, or up to you, I should say, and says, "What can I do you for, citizen? Are you a tourist or are you a resident?"
Tourist would be a bit of a stretch, more passing through. But I've stopped here from time to time for a drink at the Weber's residence, and I see it's closed. Curious.
Well, there was an incident over there the other day, and some kind of mysterious assault happened, and there's a couple of crime scenes we've been investigating to figure out what's been going on. But I should say that tavern is closed, and unfortunately, if you want Ever Clever, you will have to either go to one of the smaller taverns in town, or perhaps a town over.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate, but I appreciate the information. As far as crimes, has this been a recent endeavor, or has this been ongoing?
We've seen an influx of crimes lately, but okay, I mean, I can't give away too much. You see, there's a sense of he's willing to give you more information at cost.
Well, yes, I get that information can be hard, and he'll grab 2 gold to combine good. And I appreciate and shake his hand with the gold in his palm to acquire.
He takes the gold from your palm. See, he looks left and right, and he says, "There was a murder."
Oh.
Took 2 gold.
There was a
As
murder.
murder goes, do you know of any suspects currently, or still under investigation to find the culprit?
Last I heard, there was a gang fight, and in this gang fight, there was a lot of, death, as these things typically go. And in this gang fight, some unlawful tactics were used, and there was a lot of blood. Our leading suspects are the ones who accompanied a half-elf who was killed in this bout, as they are the only remaining survivors.
I'm sure you wouldn't be able to give those names. And he'll kind of look down to him, kind of jingling his coin pouch.
He gives you a smirk.
He'll reach in 5 gold, like, just a couple names.
He takes the 5 gold from you, leans in, says, "No names, but I hear if you tip off the prison guard over in the cells down south, he'll let you in."
Oh, well, gratitude. And what was your name? This town's very lucky to have such a noble guard around.
Let's just keep our names private.
Of course.
Name's
This guy have
private.
a beard?
Huh?
This guy have a beard?
No.
Good.
Yeah, no beard.
All right.
Okay, you go into the cells?
Yeah, he's gonna make his way south.
Alright, you make your way south of the cells, and you arrive to this colder-looking cobblestone prison block. You walk in, you see a man hunched over a counter, writing down on a piece of parchment, looks up to you, and says, visitor?
Sir, how is your day going so far?
It's fine, what do you want? You see, he's very bothered.
Right to the point. I enjoy that. I would like to speak with some of the prisoners that you have down there. Just a couple questions. If possible, I heard that you are interested in other curricular activities. I'd like to help fund those. If you would just give me a moment down there.
He kind of looks around, kind of confused, uneasy. He goes, "Ugh," looks down at a piece of parchment, scribbles something down. "No visitors today. There was a high-value crime scene,
Mm-hmm.
so no."
On the clipboard, he's gonna drop 10 gold. How about one visitor and no one else?
Are you attempting to bribe an officer?
No, I believe I'm succeeding.
He looks
What's the
down at the
way?
gold. You can give me a persuasion check.
That's a nat 20. Ayo.
Ew.
Persuade me.
He slides the gold over the counter. He goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I wouldn't
10.
short you.
10. Right? Yeah. No. Yeah.
Strain yourself, pal. I
And he
mean,
takes the coins and he just reaches over with a key, sticks it in a lock for the side door, unlocks it, opens the door open for you, motions his head.
Thank you. I will knock thrice when I'm ready to leave.
Whatever.
Okay.
It's not good fuck.
You
I
walk
will-
in.
Close the door behind him and walk down the stairs.
Alright, you walk down these stone steps to the main corridor, and you are stopped by a man with slicked back hair, oily, and a nearby bellowy guard. And the slicked back hair man, you see his beard is somewhat choppy. Hasn't been taken care of in a while. You see, besides that, his hair is oiled back. Almost like he just does what he can to keep everything out of his face. Doesn't do a lot of manicuring. Looks to you and he's like, he goes, "There's no visitors right now. We have a high-value crime scene. What is this?" Looks to the prison guard. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know. You let him in." The oily man looks back to you and he goes,
oily.
"Leave."
I was told I could come down here just for... I wanted to meet some of the people down here. But you, sir, seem to hold yourself in high esteem, other than your beard. If I may, can I try and fix it? There's a few pieces missing that are bothering me. If I could just fix them.
You could fuck off. That's what you can do.
I will gladly do that. You should probably talk to the guard up there who let me in, but more than I'm just wanting to help you out. You could increase the overall coverage of your beard if you just did a few things.
Like what?
What's up with this man in beards?
Skylar will pull out a small little bone comb, nice and easy. Okay, He'll just start like brushing it down, trying to cover all the parts, and then he'll pull out a small little potion of like beard tonic, rub it in his hand, and pull it over his face, flicking it down,
Ridiculous.
trying to cover all the kind of bald areas. Like,
Demonia, you are watching this newly met man oil down the guard's beard. And he's like, oh, that's... Sticks his head up, like, oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah. Look, it
if you'd
feels
like,
good.
how about you take this, put it on every other day, comb it every day.
Okay, yeah, sounds good to me. Thank you for the tip, but I still can't let you in.
I understand. If I may, can I just get the names? That's all I'm really needing. The names
Well,
of the
considering it's
individuals
a
that are
high
here.
crime case, names are not available.
And if I were to drop a name that says that I am allowed to look into these, would that be something that would allow me to move forward? I could drop this name now in front of everyone and could make you look quite foolish. Or we can talk in private. Your choice.
You see, he questions himself for a moment. Give me a persuasion check.
Solid.
All right. 17.
Okay. Just whisper the name to me.
He'll get close to his ear and like, Roderick Mays of the Ortanga Squad has sent me on an important mission from higher up within the Waterfall Citadel to make my way here to Baden's Rock. I'd hate to have to go back and let them know that I was stopped by you. This may look bad.
Huh.
He'll back away.
What does he want with Baden's Rock?
That I am not privy to. Me saying that I'm even on this for him is against protocol itself. But you seem like a man who holds himself in high esteem, and I believe you can keep this between you and I.
No touching.
Of course.
No talking for too long. And
Okay.
just don't do anything stupid.
Of course. Of course.
Get. Waves you past him.
Thank you, sir. And the beard now, impeccable. And he'll move on through.
Yeah. Kind of
You're-
like nods to himself. He's very
That's
happy.
not
He's like, yeah. Looks back to the prison guard and they exchange words for a little bit longer, and then the oily man makes his way out the door. The steel door closes behind him with a loud boosh. You see the prison guard is watching you intently. You see, you walk past a gnomish lady, sleeping, it seems, alone. Then a couple cells down, you come across a tiefling, of all things. A red one at that. Uncommon in Runsall. Missing a horn, and one very prominently available. Do you continue walking, or do you stop?
As he goes past the gnome, he's like, no. And he'll go to the next one, see the tiefling, be like, possibly. And then he'll...
Can I respond to that?
Sure.
What do you
He's
mean
walking-
possibly?
He said, "Smash."
Smash
Pass. Maybe.
I'm gonna look at him and lean in as he walks by and go, "You're better at this than I am. You can talk your way into a situation, huh?"
I dabble, and he'll keep moving forward.
Alright. You walk to a couple cells down, both are empty, and then come across a half-elf gnome and a child dragonborn in the same cell.
That's pretty accurate. Ma'am, this is going to sound strange, but
Ma'am.
can you lift up your foot for me?
I'm gonna turn around and just be like, "Are you talking to me?"
What the
Yes,
fuck do you?
Apologies for the
Pardon?
odd questioning. I'm trying to match something, but if I could see your foot.
My foot. Who are you? Why do you want to look at my feet?
My name is of importance, I understand, but I will give it to you after I can see your foot.
You know my name?
I have a recollection, but I need to match the foot to what I know.
What if we match names?
Please, ma'am, if I could just see the bottom of your foot.
Yeah, fuck it. I got nothing to hide. I'll show him the bottom of my left foot.
How do you stick your foot to him? Out of curiosity. Like,
Then
you
I'm
just
gonna
hold
take it
you just
back.
hold your foot up to him, like, are you
For like
lifting
a
your
quick
leg?
second. For
Like,
like a
how do
quick
you-
second, but it weirds me out.
For my own curiosity, like, how are you showing him your foot, though? Like, do you imagine? Don't show your feet on stream. But, like...
I'm not gonna. But just
Okay.
like out and up. Don't show your feet on stream.
It ain't that kind of
For
stream.
free?
No, not for free.
This is not the hot tubs
Alright.
category.
Just
Yeah.
straight up and out like that.
Okay.
Can I use my survival to see if I am able to compare the tracks that I've seen to the gnome half-elf prints that I've seen?
On disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you're not able to actually see it very close.
Okay, that's an 18.
Bottom of my feet are like shoes, boy.
So 18.
Wow,
You guys
okay.
are- you guys are on it today with the rolls.
I was
Okay.
gonna say,
Rolled really
don't say it
well.
out loud,
Could have
I'm
used
gonna
that last
curse it.
session.
Yeah, that'd been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are
Funny.
very similar to the feet you have seen. To the trails
Seen
you've
these
seen.
feats before.
I've seen these feet before.
Feet like rock, almost like there is no sort of skin print, as if she's walking on plates. It's just a boulder.
Just
Okay.
Solid.
Thank you. Ma'am, the
No
name is-
arc, flat.
Fucking
no,
Flat
they're like
rock.
shoes.
Yeah.
The name is Skylar. I'm in the search of someone in particular that you may know. Your name, if you could relay it to me.
No, I
No.
showed you my foot. That's what you wanted. What do you think my name is? You said you may know it.
I have an idea. I ran into a Mr. Japs a while back. He had a small little run-in with some canine issues. But he
Mhm.
said that your name was Orb?
That's close enough. I'll take it. All right, who are you looking for? And who sent you? Actually, answer the second question first.
I'm willing to answer both. The second one is he'll kind of like get a little bit closer to the cell. Like, I've been sent from the Waterfall Citadel.
Is there any in passive perception? Do I hear any of this?
And he's not really necessarily being too quiet right now.
Yeah, I'm just
Sure.
curious.
Yeah, you hear it.
I'm gonna go the what from myself in the back, like leaned up against the bars, like listening way too intensely to what's going on.
Yeah, like her nose is sticking out of the cell,
Yeah,
like fully pressed. What?
What are you guys talking about?
I am in search of the half-elf warlock you all are with.
That's the problem.
Problem. All I must do is bring him back.
All right.
Bring him back?
Mr. Beardface over there. Come over here. The prison guard yells out at you.
Excuse me, ladies. I shall return. And he'll.
So I was talking to Beardface. Hold on. I was curious about what Beardface had to say.
He walks over
You
to
can
the
give me
guard.
persuasion.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can take this a little further. I'm just curious. Oh well, no, I can't. It's
Well,
a
now you
9.
have something to prove because you just saw someone get it into this situation better than you could.
And that's like a big ego hit on Demonia.
Yeah.
Like it's not
Right.
working out and well enough for me, and that's pissing me off.
Skylar, you approach the prison guard and he says, points to his wrist. Time's up.
Your boss. Where is he?
I don't know.
If I were to wet your palm in a sense, and he'll jingle his coin pouch. Another 5 minutes. Privately. Make it 10 for the private. Another 5 minutes altogether.
Make it 25, and I'll give you 10 minutes.
15,
Friends.
and we go 7 minutes.
20, and we go 8 minutes.
Done.
Alright, 20 gold. He takes the coinage from you and kind of shoos you away and starts counting out the gold.
It's
Thank
taking a lot of money
You should
to
all
get
do
in
that.
here.
How much gold do you have
Alright,
left?
Yeah, I was like,
You
you've
already
been
dropped
it.
rolling through it.
78.
17? Okay.
No,
Okay, 'cause-
78.
78
'cause
gold left. Okay. How much did you start
'Cause
out
you-
with?
Boy came in rich.
He-
105.
105? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alright.
I've been keeping track of it on my end.
You walk over to Des Moines' cell.
Sorry about that. Some people are a little rude. What was your question?
Why are you talking to my friend? And how did you get in here so easily?
Coin is something that is easily found if you're searching in the right places, or if you're able to acquire such things. So, wetting one's palm is a good way to get information and get into hard-to-reach areas. But I only have a short amount of time. So if you have questions about me being here, I suggest to ask quickly.
Why are you talking to my friend and who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a warlock, someone odd, gangly.
I'm gonna
pale
interrupt
skin.
him and just say, well, he's dead.
He's what?
He's dead, and that's why we're here.
Ah. Well, that.
So I don't know what you'd be here for, dead.
I need to take him back to the Waterfall Citadel. Alive would be preferred. How long has he been dead?
I'm just gonna start crying. Like,
Fresh.
that's. I'm gonna start
Just
crying
gonna
a
nod,
little.
walk away and nod, and just be like, so recently?
Within the last 20. I'm just gonna start crying a little bit and say, too soon to tell. Go talk
Where-
to my friend.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna back myself into my cell.
He'll make his way over to Orbweeb. I believe I made your may have touched a sensitive subject with your friend. The body
Friend.
of the deceased. Where is that?
I couldn't
Thanks,
tell
man.
ya.
I knew
I
you had a timer. It's
in
like that.
the custody of this place, I would assume.
Alright, so your deceased friend is being detained. You both are here, and you have a little one with you.
Yeah,
Amazing. Okay.
yeah.
He's going to step back and pull out his notebook. He's going to start thumbing through a bunch of pages, trying to find something. With the intent-
What is that? What is that?
just a
What'd you got there?
notebook. Just a notebook. If you'd like.
See,
to,
he's kind of
may
like
read
makes
it.
a motion. Watching you.
I would expect nothing less. He's going to keep going through until he finds something. And as he's going through, you can hear the mumbling of "bring back, revive, return undead." As he's going through, like, oh, this is going to be difficult. Okay, he's going to put it away. I'm going to try and get you all out of here, along with the body of what is it? The berry.
His
man.
name was
I'm gonna
Corbin.
yell out, Corwin!
Yes, Corwin. We will try and get him out as well. Okay. How have you all been in prison or cells before?
No,
Yeah.
I ran last time. I was supposed to be sent here.
Hey, on a good
So-
idea. If you want to give it some effect, take your mic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's perfect.
I'll talk from over here from now on.
All right. So, are you all charged with anything at the moment?
No, they just think we're suspects.
They they can't charge us with shit.
Suspects of what exactly? Of a murder?
Murder?
Of your friend? Or
I'm gonna go with probably the murder of our friend and the other people that we...
Alright, well, how many
We
other people
did
are we talking
murder.
about? Okay, well, don't say that.
I said it quietly.
We killed them.
I shot a dog. Mort
They killed
leans
our
up.
friend.
Say, more baby, I need you to be real quiet right now. These are
Why?
quiet hours. Because people want to
Who's
say that
that?
we're bad.
name-
His name, I say
Skylar.
that's Skylar, and
He jumps
gonna
up
help
quickly
us
and steps between
in our
Skylar
situation.
and Orbweeb. He jumps up, stands between Skylar and Orbweeb, and goes, "Friend or foe?"
friend, baby, sit down.
He sits down.
All right.
I see.
Fuck.
Mort is staring at Skylar.
I don't know, there was, like-
waiting.
There was including Corwin, 5 total dead. 6. Some of them got pulled underground.
I think it's
I
6.
see. Okay. Are, you'll lean forward. Are either one of you proficient with lockpicks?
The red one over there might be.
Fred, why did I lose my
The
name?
red
I
one.
feel like you
I don't know if
could
you
say
said your name to him or not. I don't know if you trust the guy. I'm trying to respect your boundaries. You're my friend.
I'm your friend. No.
that. No? Okay. I will
I
try.
can.
Oh yeah. Kid can.
Mort smirks.
Alright.
I just need the tools, old man.
Hey, Betty, that wasn't really nice. What the
I don't
fuck?
trust him
Why?
because
Listen.
he's
You
too
just
clean.
woke up.
Alright.
That's because
Well-
he's from a place far fancier than here.
You can't trust fancy people. They're rich.
He's right.
Listen, I'm with you on that. Amen, brother. But we need to take our wins where we can, and I think he's gonna help us out. So let's just try to make friends here, okay?
Alright, little one. Would you like to hit me?
Hit you.
Tell you what. I will maneuver this little device close to the front of my pocket. Pull me in, hit me square in the face, and take your other hand and slip it into my pocket and grab it.
Looks to
Hit me.
Orbweeb.
I'm gonna look down to Mort and just say, "You can do it. You can do it."
Okay.
Can Moynier from the other cell just be like,
Arms out like
so proud of him? Like,
Mort sticks his goes to slug Skylar. Skylar, you take it.
Yeah, do you want me to do a performance? I don't
Yeah,
know
give
if
me a
I'm going
performance
to be able
check.
to break my AC, but
There's not gonna be any AC involved because you're taking the hit willingly.
13 for performance.
Okay, he has to give a sleight of hand.
oh, come on. Come on, little dragon.
You got it, buddy.
Come on,
You
kid,
can-
You got this.
Just
17.
Hey!
yeah.
Kapoof! And he quickly reaches his hand, pulls the thieves' tools from you, and stashes them into his undergarments, and lets you go. What are you doing when you pull away from him?
Does he hit me in the nose?
Yeah, he punches you square in the face. Almost like
Skylar
he
was-
meant to do more than what you expected. Like he was trying to hurt you.
Yeah. Skylar was bent down to meet his level, and at that point, on contact, he grabs his nose. Can I do the 1d4 to myself and crack the nose to see if I can get it to bleed a little bit?
Yes. If you do 3 or more damage, it'll bleed.
I'll punch him.
2.
I'll punch him.
You take
Damn.
2 damage, but there is no blood. Immediately, the guard's like, "Oh, that's enough." Walks
Oh.
over. He sticks his arm out between the cage and you. He's like, "Let's go."
I'm gonna
Yep,
pull
I'm-
Mort towards me and just whisper to him, "Put it in your pocket," and then just pull him towards me and act like I'm apprehending him for what he did.
I'm gonna yell out my thing, be like, "There's more where that came from, stranger!
Skylar will
Get
stand
out
up
of
and
here!"
look to the guard like,
Des
"Keep
Moines,
an eye
give me
on him."
performance.
Okay. Yeah! plus 9. I got a 25.
Hey!
Shit.
Let's not piss off the suspects anymore, sir. Skedaddle.
I apologize. Yeah, of course. And Skylar will make his way out.
Okay, you're being led out up the steps, and he opens the steel door for you and ushers you to leave.
Skylar will make his way out, and he will. Can I do an investigation to see if there is a alleyway vantage point to look around, or to keep an eye on the prison itself?
There is a nearby small restaurant you can go to.
Okay.
It does have a porch seating that you can stay at. Okay, you're walking in the
Alright,
restaurant and you're gonna order some food.
Yeah, I had something simple.
You're ordering some food and stuff. Over in the cells, Mort is holding the thieves' tools in his pants. And he looks to Orb Weeb and he's like, "So do I just break us out?"
Do I just
Yes,
do it or
do
what?
it quietly.
Okay. Is there any way we can distract the guard?
Let me think for a second, bud.
By the way, you actually hit that like on the mark with the 8 minutes. Like by the point
I
you
was
got hit in the
keeping-
face, it was like 3 seconds left when you got hit in the face.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep like an
That's
internal
nice.
clock. I'm like, I gotta make this fucking quick.
Yeah.
He's like, come on.
I'm gonna look around on the ground. Is there like anything on the ground that I can just like throw? I don't fucking know.
Can I hear this also?
No,
By
we're
any
whispering.
chance-
I'm whispering.
That's what I
to
figured.
him.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're they're
Yeah.
whispering at this point.
Yeah.
There's like straw, the bucket of shit, and your bed.
Do I know which direction the guard is in? Like which way down the hall?
To your
he's
right.
in? To my right. Okay. Give me 1 second. Orbeeb has maybe a plan.
All right. Or we with a plan. Just planning.
All right, down the hall in the direction of my right.
Hmm.
I want to cast Druidcraft and basically make it look like the place is starting to catch on fire. Just make it look like it. It's harmless. It's not actually setting anything on fire. It just looks like fire.
Okay. What does that require any ingredients?
Nope.
Just Druidcraft? Okay. So you
And I
wave
can-
your hands around, and usually there's like this green energy that manifests from you when you cast druid-related magic. But this time it's white, with almost like a glowing essence, a gold glowing essence. You wave your hands, and it was, poof, and suddenly fire just cascades along this corridor, and the guard yelps. He's like, "Oh, fire!"
I'm
And he
just
goes-
gonna lean down to Mort and say, "Go for it."
All right. So Mort will be on advantage.
I'm gonna scream out, just generally to add to the. Just pacing
All right.
myself, screaming.
Mort has to beat a 13 on the lock.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
I want to cast. Is he gonna be rolling a? Sorry, give me
You're
1
good.
second. An ability check.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast guidance on him.
Okay. Give me a
Alright.
D4.
I was gonna give him bardic inspiration, so that's
Damn.
perfect.
2.
Okay, you see, Mort quickly goes to the lock, and like in the first millisecond, chink, and the lock opens, and the door.
Beautiful. Now I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on both of us.
Okay, does that require any ingredients or an arcane focus?
Damn, it does require at least an arcane focus.
Which you do not have at the moment.
I do not have. Fuck.
Damn.
You can try to sneak.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. I mean, fuck.
Okay. Give me
I'm
a
gonna
stealth check.
keep- All right,
Mort got a nat 20, so he's...
fantastic.
He's
He's
fucking
wonderful.
rolling.
21.
Alright, you both are crouched, and you're sneaking out of the cells. You see
In the
down
direction that
hallway-
he's facing, I want to continue casting that like fire with the
The
Druidcraft.
concentration.
Yeah,
All right.
concentration.
You're concentrating and you're keeping this fire going, and he's panicking, and you see he's scrambling, and he's trying to figure out if he wants to stay or go for the door, and he starts making his way up the stairs to go for the door to warn the desk mate. Demonia, you see Flame go suddenly down the hallway.
Real
what are you
quick, what
thinking
does
with this?
I have a
Sorry?
D&D question real fast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When it says components for your spell, V is your voice, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's S?
Somatic.
Which
is like physically what you're doing.
Okay. Perfect. He's starting to run.
he's going for the steel door to warn the counter guy.
I'm going to cast Entangle on him.
Okay.
No materials required.
All right. Let's see.
All right.
Strength saving throw?
On him. I'm reading it real fast. Yep, strength saving throw.
Nine.
Okay.
He is captured.
Okay. He goes to the door, and suddenly these vines burst from the cobblestone steps, wrap around his legs. He's like, ah! No, I don't want to die! He's screaming and throwing his head around.
I don't know. It might be too late for this, but can I make it a level 2 spell? It's a level 1 usually. Can I make it a level 2 and make the vines go like over his mouth?
This time I'll allow it, but future
But I
reference,
need to do that before.
You need to tell me before I give you the result.
That's super fair.
Okay, so yeah, he's like, ah! Suddenly a vine wraps around his mouth, and he gets pulled to a wall and strapped to the wall. He's like, he's screaming relentlessly. The more
Alright,
you
I'm
see
gonna bend down-
flames and vines bursting from the ground. What are you thinking?
Oh, the flames are gone when I cast Entangle
Right, concentration.
because I
Okay.
broke concentration from the cantrip.
All
So
right.
the flames are gone, but now there's vines sprouting out of the ground, so that's fun.
Okay, so what are you doing, Demonia, after seeing this?
I'm gonna look at Orboob and go, not bad. Is the kid gonna let me out too?
He sure
See,
is. I'm
Mort
gonna go
runs
pat
up
more
to
on
the
the
cell.
back.
Mort runs up to the cell. He's gonna give
He gets a nat 1. No, I'm kidding.
dexterity.
Come on, Mort.
Yeah, he broke. He got past 13. Ching! The
I'm gonna walk out and just kind of pat him on the back. Good job, kid. Look at Orboob and say that was smart. Who is that guy? Do you know him?
I don't know. His name is Skylar, and he was sent from the Waterfall Citadel to get Corwin, and I had to break that news to him, or you did, but
I told him.
yeah. But he wants to get all of us out and get Corwin's body.
Well, we
And
don't know what
I don't
evil-
know him, but I figured if you can fucking get me out, man, I'll take it.
Well, we don't know what his motives are, so we need to get the hell out of here. I'm sure he's waiting for us.
Yeah. We need to find O'Flanagan too, which means I think we need to talk to Lyra. And I'm gonna look
Wait,
over to that girl in the
yeah.
cell. That's like that I had that we had that little perception about.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run over to her and say, "Hey, are you Lyra?"
Her eyes are closed. She's unresponsive.
I'm gonna start banging on
Hey,
the outside
girly,
of the
wake
thing.
up!
Just
You're
so
banging on the
aggressively.
cell, yelling, banging. She's unresponsive.
I'm gonna look at Mort and be like, pick the lock, get her out.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't
Do
know
it,
if she's
kid.
Lyra,
Go, quickly. I don't care, it might be.
though. Okay. Well, I guess I.
How
a
many
prisoner
people are
wouldn't
here?
be mad at us.
9. Did not break the lock.
Can
Oh,
I?
that's okay. I'm gonna walk over to the guard that's entangled and grab the keys off of him.
Oh, actually, you gave him guidance, right?
I did, yeah.
But you
Let me-
cast.
let me-
Never mind. You used that's concentration, and you broke concentration to do entangle.
Actually, I don't think guidance is.
I don't think guidance
Are you
is
sure?
concentration.
Well, let me double check. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm gonna bestow it first
yeah,
on him.
it's concentration. That's okay.
Okay. So he
I'm gonna
goes
walk up
pick
to the guard
lock.
and grab the keys.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up to the guard. Give me a dexterity check, because right now vines are wrapping up on him. It's kind of hard to get to his keys.
They're her vines.
Need to beat a 12. Still, though. Oops.
I was like, you're in the clouds.
I'm in the clouds. See, they're her vines, but they kind of just burst out of the ground rapidly
Yeah,
to
no.
capture its victim.
Yeah, I
Controlling
rolled
each
an
one would
8.
be super hard. You're trying to find the keys, but you can't.
Can I run up and try to grab them with the
Sure.
dex? All right. Unnatural. Oh, 17. I thought it was 20.
Okay,
17.
you start feeling them up, and you find the keys and pull them out of the vines.
I'm gonna look at him and go, "Thank you so much," and then run back to that cell, and then just go grab and
Okay.
unlock that cell.
You unlock the cell, creak the door open, and the door creaks open. She's still unresponsive. Eyes closed.
I'm gonna run in and check for like a pulse, like start like checking her neck and like shaking her to make sure she's alive.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, savings.
Yep.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. So you see, as soon as you like touch her skin, her eyes snap open, and she goes to slug you in the face, and you dodge out of the way and miss. And she looks up at you, and she's like, looks scared, sees her cells open, looks back up at you, and just like seems panicked.
Like, hello, I'm breaking you out. Can I get your name? Fuck, do I have... Hold on.
Yeah,
Why is there a pen in this world?
She mouths words, but nothing comes out.
I'm gonna look around and like, does anyone have a rock or like a charcoal or anything on their body?
No. You guys do have your equipment somewhere nearby, but you don't know where. And it's not in this corridor.
My disguise kit comes with cosmetics like makeup. Can I pull that out and try to write?
You don't have your stuff.
Oh yeah. What the fuck am I talking about? Never mind.
I'm gonna walk in there and
just
just say,
said
nod yes or no. Is your name Lyra? You're getting broken out regardless, so no need to lie. Just let us know.
She just looks...
Is that a no?
She looks confused.
I'm just gonna grab her by the arm and be like, well, we'll see, and just yank her out rather
Well, I don't want to
aggressively.
make her our problem if she doesn't have to be our problem.
But how many
Meanwhile,
other people are here?
over at the restaurant, you walk in and you see it's pretty populated. Since the tavern closed down, there's a lot more clientele here. You see, there is a server. It is not very tavern-like. It's very sit-down restaurant type. You walk in, there's a greeter. You see it's a younger gnome female. And as you walk in, she looks at you. Long blonde hair, split parted. She's like, just one today?
Unless you would like to join me.
Give me a... Ooh, I wasn't ready for that one. Give me a... Persuasion? What do you roll for flirtation? What is it normally?
I don't
It's
even...
usually
Charisma?
It's just like a flat
Charisma.
charisma.
Yeah.
Like, charisma
So
is
if
persuasion.
you're trying to do, in a sense, yeah, you could do a flat or you can do it with a proficiency bonus. It's really dependent on what the DM wants.
Persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah, beat. I mean, yeah, just roll it. I'll tell you.
He said, I don't fucking know.
Fuck, that's a 3.
She looks
not
at you and
persuasive
she's like,
enough.
"You couldn't handle me."
Said as if.
We could certainly try.
I don't think so. You're a little old for me.
Well, you're a little short for me, and he'll go to a table.
As you walk past, you go to a table, and you see she has like a paper menu. And she walks you over to a 2-person table, puts the menu down, looks at you, and she's like, "Well, enjoy," and then walks away.
I would have.
All right. Another man approaches you with a glass of water, sets it down. You see this one is a gnome man, probably about 33-ish years old. Very messy beard. It's stubbly, half-grown, patchy. He has reddish hair, but it's very just kind of unkept. He seems kind of panicked, tired. Puts the water down. He's like, "Oh, here's your water, sir. If you need anything else, just please let me know. My name is oops.
Oops. I like it.
My name is Oops.
See.
My name is Oops. If you need anything, just feel free to holler. I gotta go. I got a table. Ale?
But first,
Yes.
sir, seem like you need a little bit of help. You seem very frazzled, and your beard is reflecting such things.
I would love to sit here, but our tavern, our
Nope,
restaurant
nope.
is super.
He'll take out 2 gold and like, sit. Let me fix it.
Sir, I have to
Sit.
serve my next table.
He'll take
I can't
another,
say-
another gold. Sit. I will pay. Sit.
Give me a
please.
persuasion check.
He said, "Dear God, I've been there. Please let
I
me move
can't
on."
Do
7.
this. 7. He's like, sir, I really appreciate the sentiment, but I have to go. Do you want Everclever Ale? Do you want me?
need-
I come back and get your food in a little bit. I drink water. He's starting to back away, like he's walking to the next table. Beer?
He's
Everclever?
gonna take his fingers, dip him in the water, and just reach forward and just start fixing his beard.
And he's
Everything
like
with
backing
wet
away as
fingers.
your fingers are like
He's like,
patting down his beard. He's like, okay, I'll get you Everclever. And he like walks away, and you're get out of your reach.
Another beard lost to time.
He comes back with a normal ale, not Everclever, but another brew of the restaurant's profession. Hands it over to you, and he's like, "Okay, if you did you look at the food menu? Did you want? I mean, did we have steak?"
I cannot get past your beard. Let me fix it.
I am sorry, sir, but I can't fix my physical features. I've
No,
tried.
but I can. I can.
What do you mean you can? I mean, you just tell me, give me a piece of paper, and I'll come back and
Yeah.
I can deal with this later.
You can pull out another little bottle. Beard tonic. My own brew.
What's up with that?
What the fuck is a
Wait,
beer
it's
tonic?
like-
It's going to fix the scraggly pubes upon your face.
That's awesome, sir. But I gotta go to the next table. I'll enjoy your beer. And he runs to the next table. You can tell there's all sorts of
Damn.
servers are running all over the place, trying to keep up with the unusual flow of customer clientele.
The way he was like, I tried. I've tried.
And trust me, I've tried to deal with it, but I'm at work.
Give me a investigation check, as I assume you probably look around the
Ooh.
restaurant while you're waiting around.
That be on advantage. 19.
It's late.
Go to 19.
19. You look around the tavern and you see some gnomes, half elves, Taurus types. But you see another man who kind of stands out to you for one reason in particular. His beard is unobtainable, too perfect, very well cut. The mustache curled, but the curling is not exaggerated. It's almost a compliment to his physical features, like it's a seasoning for a perfect nose.
Oh my
You look upon him. It's a beard you fantasized about and one you're jealous of because the scar will forever tarnish what could have been your perfect beard. His
So
beard,
excited for
his
Skylar's
beard,
first love art.
a beautiful brown, reminds you of the ground of the earth. It reminds you of your adolescence. Reminds you of your times in the South. You see his curly brown hair and his brown clothing, almost like the coloring accents, complement his entire presence. He seems stoic, but well-mannered. You see servers come up to him, and he gives them a quick nod and gracefully takes his food and his ales, and he just strikes you swimmingly.
Skylar's gonna stand up, grab his ale, his menu, and just make his way over to that dude's table.
That
You walk
sounded like
over-
Huh? Sorry, I was gonna say that sounded like dialogue from American Psycho. That was all. His beard is immaculate, complimenting his face. It was good.
You walk over to his table and you see he is sipping on a bottle of Everclever brew. Looks up at you, lowers the glass. Hi! Gives you a welcoming smile.
Hello, friend. Do you mind if I have a seat?
Please
You
do.
seem lonely. He'll go and sit down. Has anyone ever told you that you have one of the finest beers in all of Orensol? Or am I the first?
He looks you up and down. See, he
What a
eyeballs
flirt.
your scar for a second, but almost quick enough to where it wasn't obvious. But you caught it. takes his ale, looks at you in the eyes. I've heard it a few times. Puts the ale back down. He seems confident and welcoming, but there's a sense of ego. But it seems like he tries to hide it with a friendly presence.
So tell me, do you comb once a day or twice?
Baby, I woke up like this.
I love that.
Me too.
So, do you use any tonics upon your face?
Tonics.
Or do you just have the natural glow to you?
Tonics are for chum.
Chum.
Beards like mine are organic.
Not everyone is born with such good genes, though. Some of us have to use chemicals and other oils and tonics to try and achieve such beauty.
I have one thing to say about that.